Scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. They've outscored him 16 points to 2, not slowing down. Three-pointer Augustine, another three for Philadelphia.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
And stolen by Hood. Here is Augustine. What a tremendous game he played against New York. Count the bucket.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate the top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
You look at Portland. They hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And, of course, the Kings, 7.5 games behind.
And checking out Sacramento, so far it looks like the adjustments they made in the offseason aren't going to produce the desired effect.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think the plan they have in place is going to get it done. This season could be another long, slow journey through the NBA cellar. Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
Here's Holmes. Uses both ends to slam it down.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And, guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous defense, too.
The drive by Collison. The 17-footer goes down.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
And he comes it down.
And there are more points tacked on here to the early lead.
And it's a nice lead as well. I mean, it's no mystery how they've done it. They're attacking the basket.
Now here's Collison. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. And it's good.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Augustine against Collison, and he nails the three. Nice shot from beyond the arc there from Augustine.
This switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Collison kicks to Gay. The dish now to Cousins. Shoots from the elbow. And the Kings check on two more. The 76ers leading by 19 points. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Kevin, George Karl and I caught up for just a bit. With this being their first meeting of the year, he stressed to his team to rely on their instincts on the offensive end, saying, "We do a good job of finding soft spots in defenses and not forcing anything. As long as we can continue doing that here, we'll be in good shape." We'll see if that holds true, guys.
Doris, thanks. Guys, shooting is a chief concern for them.
And if that is the focus, then their ball movement is going to have to be sharp today.
It's very rare that you see a team shoot the ball well without moving it well. And that's the hidden message when the coach talks about their shooting.
Now here is Augustine. Following the miss by Lance Stevenson.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Collison kicks to Cousins.
Get ready.
Gay outside. The jump hook misses off the right iron.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Covington kicks to Augustine. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Are you kidding me? I mean, that's a point guard playing like a power forward.
And he can do a little bit of everything out there.
Yeah, he torches defenders in all kinds of ways. When he's on the floor, he's a matchup headache.
Sacramento with the ball. 76ers getting the bucket.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going in this quarter.
There's the bucket. Good. Hood's got his second bucket.
And the lead continues to increase. They are just playing flawless basketball at both ends.
Greg, I can't identify an area where this team has underperformed. I mean, they've been 5-star in every category. I tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Definitely 10 of their last 12 points have come off the season. Playing smart offensively in the first half, no doubt about it.
Yeah, the numbers support it. I mean, they're shooting the much better percentage from the field so far.
Now here's Collison. Here's Cousins, and it's good off the back rim and in. Cousins has got 6.
We need to be more physical on the offensive end. Let's crash the glass, but be smart. We need to limit their easy baskets, so get back on D.
And now a look at the 2K leaderboard to see which point guards have been playing the best perimeter defense during the last month.
He sticks to them like glue on the perimeter.
You know, for many point guards in this league, defense is an afterthought. He's not one of those guys. I mean, he puts as much into his D as he does into his O.
Here's Rondo, and looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Inside, outside for George. Shot left block, and too long on the shot.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Here's George after the Sixers pick up 2. There's the screen. Paulie Stein passes to Jones. 6 to shoot. Okafor grabs the miss.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Augustine from outside. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
When that happens, you simply just hope they start cooling off.
Now here's Rondo. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Hollis Thompson's checked in for Robert Covington.
Sacramento. Coming on the floor for your 76ers.
On defense, Philadelphia. Here's Stevenson. Falls back and drains the fadeaway jumper. Stevenson's got his first points of the night. Here's Augustine. Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays up.
Man, you could clock his hang time with an hourglass.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. And here are the Kings now. 76ers getting the bucket. Jones sets the pick for Rondo. Back to Jones. Just 5 on the clock. Fires from 18. That's good. Rondo against Augustine. On the wing, Thompson. Pass to Augustine. Now, here's Meeks. He's guarded by Stevenson. Three-pointer Augustine. It's hauled in by the Kings.
What a start. Come out banging.
And when a game starts off like this, Clark, there's an intimidation factor, a physicality that they brought that comes into play. And fancy finishes like that look great, but, man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
That's good.
They're allowing a sky-high field goal percentage. That won't get it.
Not at all, Clark. You rarely see a team surrender points this easily. They have got to do better.
Now, here's Stevenson. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now, he averages about 9 points a game.
Better look from that.
Augustine with the steal. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Stevenson with it. From deep. No good on that last second attempt there. And power forward Patrick Patterson, getting better every season. He said that his college career at Kentucky really helped prepare him for his life as a pro.
I think my 3 years at Kentucky, caused what I am now, as far as being a sound player, a guy who's not all about himself, who puts his team first and who works hard and who doesn't talk back, who doesn't do the negative things. He's a team player, he's a team guy, and he works hard.
Exactly the guy he says he is, and that's why he's one of those glue guys you've got to have on your team.
Yeah, Velcro valutility, I call him, the kind of guy who his teammates just love. I mean, they know he's always going to have their back, and he's always going to work hard. He's going to do what he's supposed to do and be where he's supposed to be and do it when he's supposed to do it.
And we welcome you back to start the quarter. Players had a chance to get hydrated with Gatorade. And there's certain to be some great basketball ahead for us. Guys, 76ers pretty much in control here, it would seem.
Well, they've dictated tempo with their defense and been able to force some turnovers.
Yeah, and they've also done a good job, Greg, on their end of the floor by not throwing the ball away.
Augustine, he's in at point guard. Joel Embiid out there with Hood. And it's Holmes in at the force line. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter.
Talk about complete control. Everything working in this one for Augustine. He's got 39 points, and he's buried a ton of three-pointers in this game, too.
Hey, I think we need a calculator to keep track of just how many of those he's knocked down.
Splitters checked in for Sacramento. Collison comes in for Lance Stevenson. Now here's Collison. From the high post. That ball's off target. It's his third miss. He's made 2 shots from the field.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far. They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Now here's Rondo. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And the officials call a traveling violation.
And let's quickly take a look at the stats for Gabe. Over the last 10 games or so, he's really shown up. He's right around 17 points a night, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. So much of what this team does revolves around his offense.
Well, his mindset allows him to stack those points up. He wants to carry the load, and clearly he does.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Collison against Augustine. Gay outside. Six to shoot. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Knicks was just a man on a mission. He dropped in a staggering amount of points, and the points were just the start of it. He joined an elite few by walking away with a quadruple-double. Absolutely incredible numbers from him in a monstrous game.
Appreciate it, Doris. Thanks. Well, we've seen a lot of great players have a lot of great games, but that was something special.
And I love that no matter what approach they tried against him, nothing worked. I mean, he was ready for everything.
Well, it makes you wonder what kind of defense they'll throw at him tonight. I mean, however they choose.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Okafor's checked in. Hollis Thompson comes in for Robert Covington. Jody Meeks, he's checked in for Rodney Hood. And the Prophet subbed in for Langston Galloway. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Paulie Stein, he's checked in for Cousins. Jones comes in for Splitter. George is checked in for Rudy Gay. And Lance Stevenson subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Paulie Stein dishes to Stevenson. Again, the miss by the Kings.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Pick by Okafor. And Augustine kicks to Meeks. Basket is good. The assist from Augustine. Augustine's got 9 assists now tonight. So for the 76ers, their last game, a win against New York.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at him.
And he gets it to go. Philadelphia's gotten out from three-point land in the second quarter, going 4 of 5 from downtown.
And they've done a great job of just keeping the pressure up on the scoreboard.
And that's why they're starting to pull away. I mean, not becoming conservative at all. Just adding to the lead. I love seeing a team do that.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
Collison's gone 4 of 8 from the floor, 50% of the night. And there it is again from him. Shot good from Augustine. Augustine's got 52 points. The Kings have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter, a nice efficient 50%.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when you come to attacking the interior in this first half.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession. Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Sacramento's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter.
Excellent feed from D.C. Darren Collison.
Collison against Augustine.
Move the ball.
On the wing, Thompson. To the middle. It's rebounded by Stevenson.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there. They made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside the offense. Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
That's straight up Showtime stuff right there, baby. Major highlight reel material.
Collison for 3. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. So as we conclude the first half, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. If you look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
The way he was able to attack the rim in that first half, defenders are going to need to start building walls and being connected defensively if they want to have any chance to stop him.
Now, come on, Greg. That's much easier said than done when he's the penetrator. I mean, his speed and agility make him extremely tough to cover.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the floor for Sacramento, Patterson and Cousins together in the middle. And Stevenson is out there with Collison. And it's Gay in at the small forward.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seems like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
Tipped away. Augustine with the steal. All alone.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, it makes it tough for the defense to chase that ball around when it moves that crisply all over the court.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Okafor with no one around. The basket is good. The assist from Augustine.
And he's been the catalyst all game long. Love how he's distributing the basketball.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, when the offense runs through him, it's really smooth.
Back to Collison. There's the three. Okafor grabs the miss. The 76ers have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Now Augustine. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
Collison kicks to Gay.
Get to the block, Patrick!
Pass to Cousins. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Well, DeMarcus Cousins in this one, he's got 8 points and a block.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
And 74%, you know, so-so. He probably wouldn't mind seeing it a little bit higher.
You know, his free throw percentage has dropped this year, but not really enough to raise any red flags or become alarmed about it.
Embiid, he's jumped in for Philadelphia.
And that's really the change in our game. It's the overall athletic ability. I love those point guards that can throw it down.
Well, you've talked about that. That's a dose of the modern NBA, Greg. That kind of aerial ability isn't limited now to just the front court anymore.
That's exactly right.
You know, I look at it this way, guys. It seems to me there are more high flyers at guard than anywhere else in the league these days.
Well, there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. Philadelphia is shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. Free throw drops for Covington. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
4 for 5 so far. That's their first miss of the second half.
Rondo passes. Oh, wow. It's a beautiful jam. He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
wow.
that could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I tell you what, that is the crowd pleaser of all crowd pleasers.
The King shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Stevenson dishes to Rondo. Charity stripe shot. Nobody near Gay. The putback, and Cousins throws it down.
Now that's no run-of-the-mill putback there.
Well, the rebound and then the dunk, one on top of the other.
Yeah, that's what we call a potent 1-2 punch. And how's that for some ups coming from that one?
Well, he is a rarity among NBA point guards in his ability to elevate.
Yeah, his athletic ability, guys, is really what takes him a notch above most players at his position.
That's a wall.
Gay outside. Fade away. Clock at 6. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Okafor's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Covington with the bucket. Covington's got 7.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
And while we got a chance, let's look at some numbers for DeMarcus Cousins. Averaging about 15. Points, 10 rebounds, and 3 assists. He has been at his most dynamic, no question about it, a real handful.
Well, he's operating at the highest level right now, one of the truly elite talents in the NBA.
Langston Galloway's checked in for Robert Covington. And a change for the Kings. Splitter's checked in for Patterson. And that one's good. 6 points for Jahlil Okafor.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Rondo kicks to Gay. And Okafor with the block.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
Three-pointer Augustine. Another three for Philadelphia. Breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the 76ers.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well. I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout, just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale.
Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
My goodness, that was almost a circus-like dunk.
Augustine with the steal. The finish. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Rajon Rondo.
Oh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Gay outside. 5 to shoot. Up top, Cousins. Rejected by Augustine. Out to the wing. Shoots from the baseline. And Embiid, the bucket on the assist by Augustine.
That one was solid. There's a big difference in the field goal percentages between these two teams here in the second half.
And, Greg, that difference has come about because we've got one team moving crisply, getting good shots, and the other is just kind of stagnant.
And up the floor again, the 76ers running the floor. Hood, the pass to Augustine. Takes a three. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. That will conclude a 5-game road trip for them.
Crafty pass work there, getting it down low for the easy deuce.
Philadelphia's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line. And that sends Freak to the free throw line. It's going to be Lance Stevenson, and Philadelphia making a change here. Meeks is checked in. Then for the Kings, Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Cousins. Jones comes in for Splitter. And George is subbed in for Rudy Gay. Rondo against Augustine. Nobody near George. Augustine grabs the board.
I'll tell you what, folks. I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Meeks, that's in. Augustine with the assist. Meeks got 9.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Stevenson left side. And it's off the back rim. No good.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And that one's good.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Here's Augustine. Drops in the breakaway late.
Just giving up way too many transition opportunities.
You know, it's okay to give up a few if you're getting them back on the other end, but that hasn't been the case here.
Rondo against Augustine. Got a piece of it. The drive by Rondo. Again, the miss by the Kings. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
He kicks it to Stevenson. And here's George for 3. Augustine grabs the board. Augustine's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Galloway with the bucket.
You know, the teardrop sometimes is one of those, oh, no, oh, no, oh, Oh, yeah, shots.
Sacramento's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Finished off the break. Galloway's got 6.
And you can see the difference with their ability to win with their speed, guys.
Boy, I love the pace and flow that their open court offense has been played with. I mean, it's been humming quietly, but very efficiently. Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
And so here's Sacramento. 1:41 left in the third quarter, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Darren Collison, he's checked in for the Kings. That one is no good.
He's been way...
Some changes for Sacramento. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Cauley Stein. Splitter comes in for Terrence Jones. And Rudy Gay is subbed in for George. Augustine, he's in at the point. Wallace out there with Hollis Thompson. And it's Galloway in at the 2. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Kings have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Collison kicks to Rondo. Rudy Gay on the wing. Outside Collison. It's stolen. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. That's good. And so Galloway with the assist. Galloway's got 3 assists tonight. The Kings shooting for the game at 42%. Passes to Cousins. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
He's simply just willing himself to the line here.
That free throw missing. And he ends up missing both free throws. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Pushing it up. Cannot hit. Good D by Thompson.
You know what? His finishing ability not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
3-pointer Augustine, and that one's good.
What an exhibition he's putting on today. This is about as hot as you can get.
Here's Sacramento. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Over to the left wing. Galloway kicks to Augustine. The 3. No good. And the Kings going the other way now. Screen by Cousins. Feeds to Gay. Fires from deep. Cannot hit.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense. You know, no time wasted getting that ball up the floor for the uncontested finish.
And it's Sacramento's ball. The pass to Clayton. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. 76ers have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. 3-pointer Augustine. That's good. Augustine's got a couple of 3-pointers now in the fourth for Philadelphia.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
There's the triple, and good on the basket. Book it.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. Both free throws, good from Augustine.
They're really doing a good job working hard to get inside and draw contact, a little more so than they did in the first half.
And defensively, if you're trying to battle back, you can't keep sending them to the line.
Another 3 for Philadelphia.
having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Screen by Cousins.
That's what
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Philadelphia.
And the first one at the line is good. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. For Philadelphia, they've gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Galloway with the bucket.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
The Kings have gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Screen by Cousins. Cousins with a screen on Augustine. Gay outside. Pass to Clayton. 6 on the shot clock. Sacramento again missing.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you got to play better defense. Eventually,
He's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open.
The feed to Cousins. Lots of room. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Augustine's got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeded. Thompson with the bucket.
another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
Augustine with the steal. Jumps up. Flushes it down to finish the break.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Tipped away. Augustine with the steal. And he gets it to go.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Sacramento's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Screen by Cousins. Hot loose. Augustine with the steal. All alone.
Went to the windmill dunk to turn this place on its head. I love it.
Yeah, this crowd is stunned.
And that's as electric a finish as you're going to see.
Clayton, guarded by Augustine. Here's Cousins. Looks good. Is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Out to the right wing. Oh, it's the screen. Here's Augustine. With a hand on it, and they get it back. A shot by Thompson. No one's around. Again, Philadelphia.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
McLemore, the pass to Clayton. Augustine grabs the board. Augustine's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after. Here's Thompson, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And you can see now they're starting to push the tempo to good effect.
Fast break points, the edge goes to them, and those quick buckets are easy money. I love to see that.
The drive by Cousins, and it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Augustine dishes to Wallace. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's Thompson. The shot is off, and Sacramento will go the other way with it. Clayton, guarded by Augustine, and the layup's good off the glass.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Galloway kicks to Augustine from outside the arc. They get it back. Inside, it's tipped. And up the court come the Kings on the break. Clayton. He's covered by Thompson. Here's Clayton. Offline with his three.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
Augustine, that's good.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the 76ers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah. And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting, Greg, will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a two-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Augustine. There isn't much else you want from someone. He gave it his all and was rewarded with a triple-double.
Thompson outside, kicks it to Augustine. Shot clock at 6. On the wing, Wallace. The 76ers need to get off a shot. And that's collected by Gay. Clayton, guarded by Augustine. Screened by Cousins. To the left side wing. Beyond the arc. And Rudy Gay with the three.
Timeout for the 76ers. Okay, Philadelphia, let's give a hand to your own Sixers dancer.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in every way. I mean, all cylinders go. No question about that. And once they pulled away, they didn't let up.
Good win.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, the outcome of this one never really in doubt tonight. Would you say that this is one of the better performances by this team this year?
As of now, I'd say yeah. But I know
the 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. An historic night for him, delivering a performance for the ages as he comes away with an unbelievable quadruple double. Double figures in 4 different categories. Nothing fills up the box score sweeter in a win. Kenny, your thoughts?
I know Freak's going to have a lot of people back home in Harlem extremely proud of the way he played tonight. And they should be proud of him because his play was genius.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.